Oh, it's a good YouTube. We back with another video. Um, Here is gonna be another live recording of today and how I read price action, how I take trades, even if I take a trade. Yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. Right now I'm just charting. Got about 15 minutes or so till the market opens, 14 minutes. And yeah, so right now I'm just marking out levels of liquidity that I want to see the market come and take out and where I want to see price come to. Right now we're in a pretty decent spot in the market where, I like what I'm seeing. I like what is being presented. After that, it's gonna just be us jumping down to a lower time frame. So if you guys look in the top left corner of each chart, it'll say 4 hour with a green dot, and that's the time frame. So we're gonna jump down to a 1 hour just to see what the market looks like on the 1 hour. Okay, go. We got nice 1 hour gap right here, wide open, and you'll continue to learn as we go, and we just continue charting. So I'm gonna jump in and full screen my chart. Once I get everything charted, and I get to a bias slash idea that I want to see, be presented in the market, then that kind of, not kind of, but it will validate my trade idea. So this is a tiny gap, but a tiny volume imbalance. So we'll drag that down, fill that fully. So everything looks the same on each chart as of now, just as of now. But we're trying to find our trade idea. Why is price gonna do what we think it's gonna do? So I'm gonna fill this into a 15 minute. Looks much cleaner. Got resting external buy side with a 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, so we're gonna do that same thing on ES if that is present on ES, and that's that 1 hour I drew. Here's a 15-minute right here that we're already inside of. So, you know, there's things to recognize. We're already in a 15-minute, meaning that if we were to hold, we could go lower, and I could, find a sell position in the market if price is going to deliver valid enough. So pretty much, um, I'm gonna come back to this, and right now I'm just marking out some things that I want to see. We got a lot of sell side right here. Um, I don't want to be too much stuck up on the charting part. I like to get that done pretty quick, just because I know after that is it's mainly watching, seeing if market plays out to what I want to see happen. So equal lows right there. Just gonna go and show you guys what I do. Um, there's SMT here actually. So we're gonna mark out this low as our sell side. Market's in discount. So we're gonna remove that big square. We just know discount is a cheaper price of the direction you want to take your trade. So if I want to sell and the market comes into this top of the box, it's cheaper to sell up here and sell it all the way down. But if I sold down here, we're in premium. So I'm not selling with a if I sell right here, under this box, then I'm not gonna catch as much, and I'm gonna be buying it, not buying it, but I'm gonna be selling it at a higher price instead of selling it here and buying it back. So there's things that like I'll learn to explain a lot better, and I'll get better with a lot more things. But until then, until I'm done charting, I'll be right back. So external, it's resting inside of a 15-minute wide open fair value gap, also a 1 hour fair value gap that's wide open, which I want to see potentially hold. And we're inside of a 30-minute, we're inside of a 15-minute, we're inside of zoom out, we're inside of a 5-minute. We got these wide open fair value gaps above us with our buy side, and then we also have our external buy side up here as well. you know. So I'm really just watching. I'm not saying which side I'm on today or what do I think is gonna happen. It's just one of those days where you want to watch. We got the same thing going on with ES. And if I jump to the 15-minute chart, just look pretty simple and similar. We have our sell side. You guys will look at the cursor. So like look at the time at 9:30, and there's a gray cursor. And both of them highlight the same thing. So if I just drag to the left, you'll see that each time it has the same, it's the same exact thing. It's just where the market is on each individual chart. So they're indexes. So this is NQ, Nasdaq, and this is ES, S&P 500. So these are futures charts that I'm trading. So I mean, I'm not gonna go too crazy and describe all of that, but right now I'm just watching. I want to see personally like what the read is for today, and you know, just go from there. So I have everything marked out that I'd like to see, and after that we just wait. We got about 2 minutes till the market opens, and we're pretty much gonna see we had this internal high taken right there. Boom. So now this is something I do want to see. I am eyeing that right now because we have a little sell side, we have resting sell side, we have a little bit of sell side right here as well. So inside of this gap, sorry, I'm a little tired, but we're gonna, we still get to it. Yeah, so I want to see if we change lower, meaning we change in the state of delivery. Delivery from all the way down here has been bullish. We've been buying up, even though there's little lows, but we've been bullish. So there's a move where after a significant high gets taken and the market doesn't want to rebalance anymore or go higher anymore, we'll change in the state. And it'll be off of a candle. It'll be off of 3 candles. Relatively 3 candles. Sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes even 1. But there should be a fair value gap. Meaning should be a tiny gap that market just wants to disrespect. And we run through it, and you take your trade to the opposing side. So not in a rush. Yeah. So when I get to my trade idea, and if I do find a trade or I don't, I will be coming back to this live recording. So market's gonna open, and we're gonna see what we do. Whether we dump. So if we dump here, get through this gap, or if we hold, it really depends. It's kind of the, not the trade idea, but it's kind of what you'd want to see happen at the open. Something heavy. So whether it's a fill of this 2 minute, and then we go take out buy side, it's nice. So we filled in a 2 minute right there. We respected it. Why? Because we didn't come through and change in the state. We just tapped it, made a wick, and now we're heading towards this 15-minute. It doesn't have to be 15-minute, but we're just heading towards external buy side. I just go to the 15-minute chart so I can see it a lot easier. And it's the same thing as a 30-minute. So that we can come in here and fill inside of this 30-minute. Price wants to dig inside of these gaps so that we can rebalance price. And then now if we want to tap in it and we want to reverse, the model will be present. ES does look a little bit different. We know that's a 1 hour, but it's tiny. Volume imbalance, so we're gonna leave that there. Jump back to the 1 minute. Excuse me. Nothing is really showing me quote unquote excitement that I can take a trade. We'd have to get down here. We'd have to change. Meaning we'd have to get through this 1 minute gap and change, which is valid. It is valid, but did we take out this external buy side level yet? No. So I would pretty much, be trading against the draw and liquidity. And if you're trading against the draw, then you'll see yourself losing more than winning. So it's really just patience. And If we get through that though, before we take that out, then in my opinion, that would be valid. But you just watch. So when I find a trade idea, like I said, I'll be back and we'll get to it. And we just throwing some music right now. We're watching to see what are we doing here. And right now I'm targeting this 15 minute. It's wide open. We still have buy side above us. I want to see if market wants to rebound to this 15 minute. And you know, that's where TP's coming at. And we'll be out of our trade there. My hands are just gonna stay off. And I'm just gonna let order flow and market just deliver price accordingly. If we get stopped, we get stopped. It's very confident trade. And lower our stop loss down there, tiny bit. If we come down here, I'll be break even out of my trade. And yeah, it's 5 contracts. We went short. We got our reversal. We changed on the 3 minute, on the 2 minute up here, and on the 1 minute. And I'm confident right there with my stop loss just being up there. Just in case we want to fill inside this 1 minute. We don't have nothing holding us necessarily, I should say, besides this 5 minute. But I'd want to see us work through if we want to rebalance price to this low to this high. So I'd want to see price at least coming down in here, and we'll either take off contracts. I like to go accordingly, but this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean, I won or nothing. So right here, I want to see market close and open up this 2 minute fair value gap, whether we want to tap into it and respect, or we want to, leak out, or we want to disrespect and stop my trade out. But according to what price does, I want to see if we come and take this low, which I'll show you guys what I wanted to do yesterday. I want to limit buyback 3 at the low. So right there, I'll have a limit buyback. If we come and tap this low, it'll close me out 3 contracts of my trade. And I'm still targeting the same spot. It just once it hits that, 3 contracts automatically come out. And I'll go break even on my trade. So you'll see the stop loss change. And you'll see the realized profit and loss change. And, so like I said, it's a lot of waiting, but you have to have patience. You don't control nothing in this game. The price controls it. So
order
right there,
filled.
3 come off, currently up $321. We have our order down here, 2 more contracts. Stop loss is going to go above this fair value gap. And we're going to just watch. As a matter of fact, we're going to go break even on the day. And we're just going to let market just pour out. Do what it wants to do. If it wants to go there, it wants to go there. If it doesn't. Again, I'm targeting an area where I believe market can come and rebalance to. So equilibrium of the range is tapped. It's met. Right there, it's met. But I want to see market come a little bit further in the discount. And, come down here just a little bit more. Why? Because it's a 15-minute. Market wants to rebalance price. It's going to do what it wants to do regardless. So I just have my thing set and I go accordingly. If we get really, 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 really close, right now I'm $80 off a TP. You have to know yourself. Are you nervous? Are you used to being in these positions? And I can tell myself I'm used to being in these positions. We got a 1 minute right here. Market wants to come back. Tap into. I like the market. I like when the market makes things that appear in my favor. So if we didn't build, we didn't form a 1 minute right there, then I'd be a little iffy. We have a 30-second that we're inside of right here that the market just keeps on tapping into. Don't really have that, so I'll just leave it like that. So now we're inside of this 1 minute. Mind the market. All right, so it didn't get the last of my recording, but TP did get hit. Did target this 15-minute, and we came perfectly to the 50% mark of it. And what do? Start buying back up. Do I care? No. I'm closed, and you know, $677. We have a follower account, copy trading, both of them. So today profit was about 1,400 today. So I'm pretty sure $1,354 on the day. It was a very beautiful day. Well executed, 1 to 4. Um, if you guys seen it, I have the live recording. I'm gonna put them in order. Just I'm gonna try to work on this content a little bit better, and get deeper into it, have my explanations. But like I said, we had targets down here. Why are we not targeting down there? Is because go to the 30-minute. 30-minute gap right here. Boom. Go to the 15-minute. 15-minute gap right there. Why are we gonna target if we've been so bullish and we have highs right here resting above this external buy side? I marked down in the morning. Why are we gonna target all the way down here? Why are we thinking the market's gonna come down there? That's all I have. I only have a ray. I only have a black ray. But you see, it's still like that. Why are we gonna target down here and think that the market's gonna flush? Even if it did so, why are we thinking that? When we know why the market moves, we know why it rebalances. No, we're gonna target our 15-minute liquidity, which it could be a fair value gap. If I'm targeting a little bit lower, even if I'm targeting these lows, I'm out of my. I didn't get out of my trade, and now we reverse. It's important to know where you're targeting and have these marked out before you're even like when you get into the trade and you're like, okay, well, if I do go short at the top of this, at the top of this right here, we changed in the state right there, and I went on the 30-second. We changed right here. This is where I went short. We changed 15 seconds, sorry. Yeah. Which if you go to the 30, that's what it looks like. You go to the 1 minute. I did confirm it with a 1 minute change that we did pull back to. And I'm short. So I did prematurely enter. So that's because I'm confident. And that's because I've seen what ES was following through with as well. And it was following through at this. We changed right there. Pulled, tapped it in the discount. And if you look at it, our discount of this tiny little price leg, it aligns up perfectly with where the market came. Look how from this low to this high, before we reversed, the market's bodies are right at that solid line. And you hop onto the 1 minute, wherever we playing around at, right at this solid line. So we come back up, take it, and TP is hit. Yeah, so that was just a little recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. That is how I pretty much made, I say roughly about 1,400 in about like 20 minutes. Right now I'm copy trading 2 accounts, and yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say besides just that's how price action operates. This is how the market moves, and whatever else happens after, it's just whatever else happens after. You should only be focused solely on what you can control and what you can control in the minutes of what you're watching. And at the end of the day, trading is just to make you a better person. It's not to make you a rich person, an arrogant asshole. This is supposed to just make you a better human being so that, you can learn about yourself. And yeah, I'm just overly just happy with the execution today, how I'm getting better, just the drive, the motivation to just upload these videos and, push out more content. Doesn't matter who's watching, who's not. I know one day that there's going to be faces across the earth that I help. And that's how I just know I'm feeling that way. And, at the end of the day, that is it. I'm going to just close out there. I could talk to you guys and I can yap about this shit forever. So we're just pretty much going to close that shit out. I really, bro, I'm telling you, I appreciate you guys. Whoever's watching these videos, whoever's liking the videos, whoever's tapped in with these shits, I appreciate y'all. I'm telling y'all, this content, it will change your life one day. And I pray that I'm just doing God's work and I'm helping you. I'm helping any face that really cares about this shit. You know, I might not be explaining it. I might not be doing what you guys are thinking, what you need, but what you really need is just to watch the video, listen to these little segments at the end of the video because it's motivation, it's motivating. And like I said, bro, I'm more than grateful to just be talking to y'all. Whoever's out there, I appreciate y'all. See y'all later. Until next time.